Hey guys, it's Crypto. She does it all, a little bit of everything. I'm going to give you the latest on how Nick Cannon feels about the Jada Pinkerton Smith Red Table show that has been canceled. I made a video yesterday regarding that. I know she's gonna find somewhere else to go, and it's not over until it is over. So it says Nick Cannon slams Jada Pinkerton Smith show Red Table. It was toxic, he said. If there was no Red Table Talks, then he wouldn't have slapped the S out of Chris Rock, Nick Clam, referencing Will Smith and famous Oscar incident. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. It seems like they had a lot going on behind the scene. I know Chris Rock used what Jada Pinkerton Smith said on the Red Table to Will Smith about the Arsena thing. But at the same time, I strongly believe they knew each other from a long time. They've been around each other. And since Will Smith, I believe, was not invited in one of the Oscars, and Chris Rock hosted that Oscar the year, and he made a joke about Jada Pinkerton Smith, saying Jada Pinkerton Smith boycott the Oscar is like Chris Rock said it's like him boycotting Rihanna's panties that was not even he wasn't even invited anyway. So that joke right there was deep. It was crazy, and I think it was a payback for all the stuff Chris Rock has been saying about them, whether it's in a joke. Will Smith was wrong to take it to that level, but again, things happen. So let's see what Nick said. Nick Cannon got candid about Jada Pinkett Smith Red Table Talk being canceled during his new radio show on Thursday. On the latest, the Daily Cannon and the Entertainment called the Red Table Talk toxic and accused it of causing all sorts of issues for the legacy of Hollywood royalty, Jada and husband Will Smith, including Will's infamous Oscar incident. If there was no Red Table Talk, then Will wouldn't have slapped the S out of Chris Rock, Nick declared. Again, I already explained it. I don't think that was the only reason Will did what he did. And for some reason, what was discussing the most about the whole thing, some people thought Will Smith did a great job by slapping Chris Rock. And those people need to go to hell, because I don't care in what situation and what moment you're in, you have to control your composure. You have to control your action. You have to say, is it worth it? And like I said initially when that happened, if Jada Pinkett Smith loved Will Smith like she's supposed to, the way she loved Tupac, she would have stopped him from making this fool out of the whole family. She would have given him the look like, when a kid behaves bad and you are around companies and you don't want to say nothing, you don't want to raise your voice, but you looked at them, by them knowing who you are, say, what the, you're speaking to them without having even saying a word. Jada Pinkett Smith would have given him a look that say, what are you doing? This is the best moment, the greatest night of your life. You've always wanted this. What are you doing? But instead, she gave him the look of saying, "What, are you gonna defend me? Or are you gonna let him bring me down like that?" And that's what he took. He took that, and the bait was bad, and go there and slap the man. I don't think it was right, but again, that's what happened. Nick first addressed the cancellation of Jada's show, where she teamed up with daughter Willow and mother Adrienne Gammy Benfield Norris for frank conversation by calling the development good. After referring to the series as the toxic table, Nick went on to say that was royalty, wealth, and Jada. Then they brought it to the table. I don't want to know all this S about y'all. She was that person. She doesn't like to hide stuff. She want to make it clear to everybody. I guess that's what happened. The ex of Mariah Carey was undoubtedly referring to the many guest appearances Will made on the show, where he and Jada would hash out their relationship and drop some big bombshells along the way. One of the more famous conversations between the superstar couple detailed they split in the romantic entanglement Jada found herself in during that period. Some stuff supposed to stay in the house behind the scene, not being aired, but some people don't care. I just want to mind my black-owned business. I don't want to be up in everybody else's kitchen, Nick quipped on the radio show. Keep that S to yourselves. He added, Hollywood Lives has reached out to Jada and Will's reps for comment. On Wednesday, it was reported that Facebook Watch was ended its original programming per deadline. The roster of canceled shows include The Red Table Talk, The Estefans with Gloria Estefan, Steve on Watch with Steve Harvey, Peace of Mind with Taraji P. Henson, 9 Months with Courtney Cox, Unfiltered, Paris Jackson, The Beavers, and Watch and Tom's versus Time with Tom Brady. So there was a lot of famous people that wanted to let people know what they're about, I guess. Again, this is how Nick Cannon feel about the whole thing. Don't bring your dirty laundry out. That's why he have 6 different baby mama. And it seems to be like a quote. He tells them what to do, what not to do. He said he doesn't have an allowance for them. They tell him what they need and he give it to them. To me, it's a cult. You control them. You gotta give me an allowance or I work for my money. You don't tell me what to do, what I cannot do. Anyhow, Kenan said he's happy the show is canceled and it was toxic. And some stuff that happened in the house and the family should not have to be aired for everybody to know. It should be behind the scene. There was a saying in my country that said, dirty clothes wash amongst family members. That means don't bring no outsider into family's business. Everybody don't have to know what's going on. So I guess that's what Nick Cannon feels about the whole thing. And he also stated if Will Smith did not go to the red table for Jada Pinkerton Smith to talk to him about the entanglement with August Alsina, probably Will Smith would not be slapped. I don't think so. I think they have a long coming. Chris Rock is a crazy comedian. He said a lot of stuff. And I don't know if it wasn't Will Smith, would it have been somebody else? I don't know. Because he makes joke fun to everybody, you know. He doesn't have a restriction on talking about people. So it is what it is. Subscribe and let me know how you feel about the whole thing. Bye.